Hello, everybody. My name is Brooke Ward, and I have prepared this week's homework support for exercise 7 in chapter 6. This first problem we have is the brief exercise, and it is talking about the lower of cost or market evaluations. So for this first problem, we need to find the lowest number for this company on each of these inventory categories, whether it's the cost data or the market data. So for this week's example, looks like we have the cost data for cameras and camcorders is lower than the market data. So we will use those two numbers. And then for DVDs, the market data is actually lower. So to compute the lower of cost or market evaluation for the company, we need to add these two numbers here, the 10,488, 8,462, and 10,797, and get our total of 29,747. The lower of cost or market, the definition for that is the period in which the time or the price decline occurs. The LCM is a basis whereby inventory is stated at a lower or either its cost or market value is determined by the current replacement cost. So which one is ever lower in that situation? The second question that we have that we'll see this week in the homework, there's a two-part submission for it. The first section, we are finding the weighted average unit cost. And so to be able to find that, we are going to add up the units that we have and the total costs that we have. We're going to add those two up. So the total cost ends up being 4,228. And the total amount of units that we have is 694. And when we divide that, we get 6.029. Make sure you pay attention to how far they want you to round on these, because they do it a little different on each one. So that is all there is for that one. That was pretty simple. Then we will go to the two-part. And we will start with the FIFO, the FIFO, and we are going to try to find the cost of the ending inventory. So to do this, we are going to look at our ending number, our ending inventory, which is 211. And with FIFO, we're going to do first in, first out. So we're going to take the first 186 of this one, or this 211, and we are going to go down here and we're going to times that by the 7, and we get 1302. Then we have 25 remaining, so we will take that 25 out of this 386 number and we will times that by 6. So we have 25 by 6 is 150, total of 1,462, which I kind of tried to color coordinate. We'll go from there, and that's where the cost of the end inventory works out on that one. Now to go find the cost of goods sold, we will actually just take the total cost, which is the 4,228, and we will then subtract the cost of the ending inventory, which was the 1,452, and we get 2,776, and that is our cost of goods sold there. Now, for the LIFO, last in, first out, we are just going to kind of flip that in which order we use, which unit cost we use first. So starting out, we are going to take we'll start with the 211 number, which is our end inventory, and we are going to use 122 units at $5. So we got 122 times 5 equals 610. And then we have a remaining of $5,089. So we will do that out of the $6 cost, which gives us $534, a total of $1,114, which then we move into that being the cost of the end inventory. And just as in the FIFO, we will take the total cost, $4,228, and we will subtract the cost of ending inventory, which is $1,144, and that gives us $3,084. So there, for the LIFO, the cost of goods sold is $3,084. Now for the average cost, all we're going to do here is, if you'll notice, this 6.92 number is the number that we got from the weighted average unit cost at the in the problem earlier, which was, so we're just going to bring that down, and we're actually going to times that by the remaining inventory that we have, which is 211, and we get 1,285, and that will go into the cost of ending inventory. At that point, we'll go down to the cost of goods sold. To figure that, we will again take the total cost, subtract the cost of ending inventory, subtract that, and we have 2,943, which will be plugged into the cost of goods sold in the average cost column. That is all I have. I thought those two different problems were fairly straightforward, and so hopefully if you have any questions, please leave me a message and I will try to help you out as best I can. Have a great night.